What's up, guys? It's Chris for DAV1D on ECFTVN, Aerovapor on YouTube. I was supposed to be reviewing a really cool accessory for your ego today. Freaking forgot it at work, so that'll be coming tonight. Probably uploaded tomorrow. In the meantime, I have another device review very similar to my previous. It is the Apocalypse VVPCC something from VaporBeast.com. It is another device that's very similar to the Power Baby, which you saw me do last week. Unfortunately, the Power Baby and the vendor that I reviewed it for does not ship to the US. So I have an awesome option that is not only shipping to US, but is free shipping. So, let's get to this beast. When you get your kit, it's going to come looking like this. And with it, you'll get a USB cord. Hold on, let me pull this little iPhone adapter off. You get a USB cord, 3 adapters, 2 of these Ego clearomizers, 2 USB 510 regulators. They're not 510 connections, they're actually USB connections, which I'll show you in a second. And then your Apocalypse device. On it, it's called the VVPCCP, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I'm assuming the only person who does know is like an 8-year-old in China, but what are you going to do? So, let me just show you a comparison to the Power Baby. This is the Power Baby. This is the Apocalypse. It has a mirrored finish, a button just like an iPhone versus the button on the side for the Power Baby. It has light battery indicators right there, and another special feature. If you double click the button, you will get a flashlight, which is pretty freaking cool. I like that. Especially with the battery capacity of this thing. I mean, in Florida we get a lot of storms, so that's pretty handy. It's like all in one. On top you have 2 USB outlets. One says 2A, one says 1A. 1A is for your smaller devices, 100 to 300 mAh. So if you're charging regular e-cig batteries. 2A is for your bigger stuff, like your iPads and stuff of that sort. Bigger battery capacity goes in the 2A. It's a little bit longer or wider than the Power Baby, and a touch thicker. Weight, it's comparable. It might be a touch heavier than the Power Baby, just a touch, but it feels pretty even. Which brings me to my first thumbs down of it. Now, when you get the kit, you get these awesome instructions, which are not Chinese booklets. It's something that was typed up at VaporBeast.com. But here's what aggravates the shit out of me. And this is no fault of the vendor. This is China. Number 4 on the list on advantages and features is huge battery capacity. The battery is 6,000 to 8,000 milliamp hours and will last up to 10,000 puffs on a single charge. 6,000 to 8,000 milliamp hours. Which is it? Because that's a big difference. The Power Baby lists as 5,000 milliamp hours. Come to find out, it's really like 4,600. I don't know what this one is. Again, another secret that only, an 8-year-old in China knows, but that just, it makes me aggravated when I don't know how many milliamp hours it is. Is it 6,000 or is it 8,000? Do they have all different batteries at the factory and so they all vary? On the site it says default 6,600 milliamp hours. I don't know. Again, not the vendor's fault. It's made in China. China's the one telling them what the battery capacity is, or the range of battery capacity. So, not a big deal, but I would like it to be specific. Is it 6,000? Is it 8,000? Is it 6,600? So, I think somebody needs to smash one of these bitches open and find out what the battery capacity actually is. And to be 100% honest, I suspect that you're going to get it open and find out it's the same as the Techion charger mod, it's the same as the Power Baby. I have a feeling it's similar, unless they found a way to fit 3 batteries in this one versus the 2 that's in the Power Baby. I don't know, but whatever. So on the Power Baby you had an in port to charge the device, and then a USB out port, and then a 510 connection. The bitch with the Power Baby is that the 510 connector was fairly loose. So I ended up having to open it, fill the backside with glue to make it stay, because everybody knows with the tech mod, eventually your 510 connection would just spin in there, and I was afraid it would happen with this. On this one, it sort of alleviates that problem because it's not a 510 connection. When you get this, it comes with 2 regulators that look like this, just like the Power Baby, except this one is a USB regulator. Again, it's 3.2 or 3.3, and then 4 volts, and then 4.8. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if it's 3.2 or 3.3. I can never remember. 3.2 volts. So the green setting is 3.2 volts. So you take one of your USB regulators and plug it in there, and there you go. Red is 4.8, green is 3.2, yellow is 4 volts. You just push the button down to fire it, and you are good to go. Quick story just to attest to the customer service at Vapor Beast. I got it, I grabbed my cardo, I was like, holy shit, it's finally here. It only got here in 2 days, super quick shipping, I've been wanting it. I screwed my cardo on. I took 1 hit, worked well. Took 2 hits, and it died. No battery power going to it at all. Nothing happening, won't turn on, flashlight won't go on. Nothing, dead, nothing. So I email Vapor Beast, and I'm like, ain't this a bitch? It's not working. The guy says, hey, instead of going back and forth through email, can I call you? So I say, sure, go ahead. So he calls me, I have a great conversation with him. Mind you, he doesn't know I'm a reviewer, I'm just a consumer. So he tells me you got 3 options. 1, I can refund everything, clean slate, you go on your way. I'm very sorry this happened, I appreciate your business. Option 2, send it to me, send me a tracking number. That same day, I'll send you out a new one. We're good to go. Option 3, send it back to me. I give you store credit. You could buy whatever you want in the store, and I'll ship it out to you. So I tell him, no, I really want it. Can we swap it out? Sure. In the meantime, I'm going to play with it, see if I can figure out what the problem is. About an hour later, I figured out what the problem was. So the problem is, it doesn't like 1.7 ohm cardos. I have a single coil shorty at 1.7 ohms. It does not like those. So if that's a deal breaker for you, then it's a deal breaker for you. It does not accept 1.7 ohm. I've seen comments, I don't have any right now, but I've seen comments that dual coils work on it. But for whatever reason, these 1.7 ohms aren't working. So I made a little video and said, aha, I found the issue. I showed him, I sent him the video. I get a call 10 minutes later. Hello? Chris? Yeah? Holy shit, I didn't know that it was you. Like, what do you mean? I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel, I know all your videos. He starts telling me about my son, because, my son's been in a lot of my videos. So, long story short, he had no clue who I was. So it just goes to prove, like, the customer service that he was offering, having no clue I was a reviewer, no clue who I was, just the fact that he wanted to make it right for his site. So, I appreciate that. I think every vendor should model after that and do the same. So, that's my little spiel about customer service. Just great customer service, free shipping, shit, you can't beat that. And not for nothing, the package wasn't cheap that he sent me. It cost like $7.50 for him to ship it to me, and the shipping's free. So, let me get a cardo on here, take a pull on this, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it, and then end it. I apologize. It's working phenomenally. It works the same way that the Power Baby works, the same way that Techion works, except it's not fragile the way the Tech was. The Tech mod, you spent $120, and within 2 months, the little bastard starts to crack, and you start to cry, and you start to see your money going down the toilet, because you know 3 weeks from that point, it's not going to work anymore. So, I love the fact that it is a USB connector with the regulator, so you don't have to worry about the 510 connection coming loose. That is the chief issue of all these big charging devices, is the 510 connection always ends up coming loose and always ends up, in the long run, breaking on you. That cannot happen with. And I have to reset it because I'm a jerk off, and after plugging, and that's the other thing, if you ever have an issue with this where it does not fire for you, all you have to do is plug it into a power source. So I'm going to plug it in, that's its charging side, plug my cord in, and I'm actually going to plug it into the Power Baby to give it a jump. But if you watch the lights, they should come on. So it basically just reset itself. Now, as far as the 1 amp and 2 amp outlets on here, I haven't really seen much of a difference. You know, obviously one will give you more power to charge your iPhone or your iPad or what have you. But as far as vaping goes, I haven't seen much of a difference in the two out ports. That's set at 3.2 volts on one of these Vision Clearos. Surprisingly enough, this Vision's working extraordinarily, which is not my experience in the past. So, great, working. What's next? Next, I know somebody out there is sitting there saying, well, what if I take that regulator and I plug it into my computer, or a USB port plugged into the wall? Don't do it. It's dumb. I would never do that, ever. I don't recommend doing it, and I just think you're dumb for even thinking about it, because I would never do something like that. Next on the list of dumb things to try, or not to try, that I would never try, is plugging both regulators in at the same time and trying to double vape it. I would never try it, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I'd guess that the mod would just shut off and you'd have to reset it if you try and double fist it. I'm just saying, not that I've tried it or nothing, because I'm not stupid like that, but it would probably just shut off and not work. Okay, moving on. Is there anything interesting in the directions that you should know about other than what I have talked about? The adapter, obviously Ego threaded, so it works with all your Ego devices. All you do is hit the button to vape, obviously, and then if you want the flashlight on, you just double click the power button and it goes on. Click it again to turn it off. The button looks identical to an iPhone button, which is what I love about it. It's the perfect size, it's the perfect shape, fits in your back pocket like it was meant to be put in your back pocket. I am an iPhone junkie, and so for me this thing is stellar because my iPhone dies at least 4 times a day, so it's awesome. I can have a vape or charge my iPhone. Now, I mean, if you go and put it in your pocket, you don't have to worry about unscrewing it. Just pull the adapter out and put it in your pocket. That way you don't have to worry about breaking your 510 off of your Cardo. It's just easy. It's easy. And the easier, the better. So that's what I'm enjoying about it, is the USBs being able to push right in there and not having to worry about an effing 510 connection that I know is going to become unscrewed. Now, I still love my Power Baby. I still use it. I still keep it charged. I love the Power Baby. But there's a few features on this, like I said, that I just prefer. I prefer the regulator as a USB. I love the square shape of it. I don't know. I like the button placement. The battery power is supposedly amped up from this one. It's great for taking on like camping trips, whatever. I take my kids to a lot of theme parks and Disney and such, so this is perfect for me because I can vape it, plus I can use it to charge my iPhone so that way I can continue taking pictures of my kids, you know, on the carousel the 1600th time. So, that is it for the dumbstructions, and I think that is about it for the device. $59 at Vapor Beast. Again, if you remember, the Techion mod was $120 to $130 depending on where you got it. With that, you also had shitty seams and craziness. This thing is just, it's perfect. I mean, it has, you can get white or black. This is the black finish. Technically, it's not black. I think you should change the name to charcoal. It's really a charcoal finish. If you look at it like up against my Power Baby, it has a grayer tinge into the black rather than a black. So, to me, this is more of a charcoal color than it is black. Alright, so let me give you a quick recap. $59, you really can't beat that price. Like I said before, the Tech was $120 to $130. So for $59, you're getting a much sturdier mod than the Tech, a larger battery capacity, though we don't know how much larger. Somebody's going to have to call that 8-year-old in China. A nice design, especially for the iPhone junkies out there. It's just, I think, in my opinion, a well-built device, and something that I think is well worth $59 to have forever worth of vape time to it, and just a solid mod that you can charge all of your electronics off of. Again, comes with the cord, the charging tip for the device, an iPhone, iPad charger, and then a Nokia charger, which you can charge your Itaste batteries off of, or a Nokia phone if they even still exist at this point. So, that's all I got. Make sure you check out VaporBeast.com. Free shipping on everything, no matter what you order, and this awesome new variable volt charging mod. In the meantime, make sure you check out TVN. 8 p.m. Friday nights, Eastern Standard Time. I will be on until 10 o'clock with Jay, giving away a ton of juice, devices, everything, a lot of shenanigans. If you have any questions or anything in the vape community that you want knowledge of or want help with, if I or Jay don't have the answer, or Jay or I don't have the answer, somebody in the chat room always has the answer. It's not always right, but you're always going to get an answer. So make sure you come by. It's Stickam, STICKAM / Total Vaping Network. If you don't have an account, make sure you make one and come check us out. And I'll see you guys later.